Back over to Brad Lawler over at Home Team Inspection. William was a smoker 25 years, and in this email says he's planning to sell his home, and friends say he's got to get rid of the cigarette smell because it will reduce the value of the home. And he's wondering, will it reduce the price of his home? And I would tell you, absolutely it will. And he's wondering, how do I get rid of the smell, Brad?
Yeah, the best things to do is take anything that is fabric, soft textile. So, any upholstered furniture, carpets, sheets, pillows, anything that has been in the house that has absorbed that smell. You're going to either have to remove it from the property or clean it. So that's the starting point. As far as painting, you can paint the walls with things like Kills to seal in the nicotine that gets embedded in the wall, and that will help dramatically with the smell. You may have to do duct cleaning as well in order to get the smell out of all the dust and debris that may be in the air ducts as well. So it can be done. It's going to take a little bit of work, but yeah, you're going to have to start with the contents and figure out all the soft materials are going to have to be cleaned or taken out in order to start getting the smell to abate.
What about those ozone machines?
Yeah,
I've had no success with ozone machines. And of course, ozone is a pollutant, so I'm not a big fan of bringing O3 into your house anyway, because that's one of the things that we're trying to prevent in the summer smog months, right? We have the ozone alerts. So I'm not a big fan of them. And those are just capturing particles and dropping them to the ground anyway. So I think that's a temporary thing. But again, it's going to have to be cleaned. And I don't think long term it's great to be. And I'm not a doctor. I don't know all the ins and outs of that kind of exposure, but I would not personally use an ozone machine.
I did a little research according to the CDC that 11.5% of U.S. adults are smoking cigarettes. And that was in 2021, and compare that to 2005, where 20.9%. So that's a big difference of people. So yeah, fewer and fewer people smoking, and they don't want to walk into a home that smells like smoke. So to answer that question, I would definitely tell you, William, you need to think about taking some of the steps.
And Bob, doesn't that go for any sense? Because we become nose blind to our own conditions.
Yeah, we do.
So when a friend comes in and goes, man, this house smells like cats, we may not smell it, but when your friends come in and tell you that, so bring a friend over with a good nose and have them say, hey, what do you smell here?
Yeah, and when you're selling, don't cover up the smell with candles or one of those Glade plugins, because realtors will see that and immediately know you're trying to cover up a smell. So There you go. We are out of time. My thanks to our guests this week. Brad Lawler, owner of Home Team Inspection Service and Team Bug Out. You can reach Brad and his teams at 844-411-TEAM. And also Cora Henderson over at Pitt and Frank Attorneys, LLC. They do a great job of coming in and getting you ready to close and to the closing table, and they are just great folks. You can reach Cora and the folks over at Pitt and Frank at 895-9900. And if you're thinking of selling your home this year or next, or even buying a home, I'd love to help you. That's what I'm here for. That's what I do when I'm not doing this radio show. I'll come out free, no obligation estimate of what the home is worth, how to get you going, what the timeline might be. You can reach me anytime on my cell phone, 376-5483, or go to bobsellslouisville.com. We are out of time. See you next Sunday on News Radio 840 WHAS.